Imani. Vixen, are you still here?
I'm here.
Hello.
There he is.
Imani. I don't know if you guys are following the chat. I just had people introduce themselves, so we got a few more minutes.
Hello.
Hey, Imani.
Yeah, this is Imani Latif.
Okay, good. We're live. Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. The way we're going to do it is I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you and Vixen, and you guys could announce your special announcements, and
I
you
want
could
to
take.
do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we do that like mid-broadcast? I don't want to just. I want to
So
see some.
what did you guys want to open with?
Let's talk about Storm, I guess. Like
You want to talk
whatever.
about? Well, I have
Well, the
three
only.
questions that
All
I've
right.
already I got three questions. I got the X-Men casting. I
Right.
got the milestone um, announcement, and I got comments on Anthony Mackie and questions on Anthony Mackie and the statement he made
Okay.
as a. So we could do those three questions, and then we could open it up to you guys, and you can make your announcements if you want.
Okay. That'll work.
That's
Is
perfect.
that cool, Imani?
Yep, that's perfect.
All right. So let's see what we got going on here.
Are we live? Is the YouTube link
Well, it's
working?
still we're live, but I haven't sent the link out. So
Oh,
I'm about to tweet the link now.
Okay.
okay.
And so the link I gave you earlier, Vixen, that's not going to work because
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm still kind of new to the game. So
No worries. No worries.
We're gonna get it together.
yeah. So let me go ahead and tweet that link now.
All right.
Yeah, if you guys want to retweet the link. And what happened was once we got into it, a lot of people didn't know. So I'm a just retweet the link throughout the broadcast.
All
Okay.
right. It's like my phone is like 5 minutes faster than my computer.
I know, I hate that. All right, so I just tweeted the link.
All right. Then we up and running.
We'll give it a few minutes.
In the meantime, Vixen, why don't you turn up them oldies back up?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So after you guys get a chance to see it and retweet it, and we'll go ahead and do with the introductions.
All right, bro.
All right, so let me know. Well, I'll see it, but let me know anyway.
All right, people. Are you guys there? Out there in Twitter land?
All right, what's up?
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks everybody coming to Black Comics Chat. I'm your host, Thelonious Legend. Tonight we have Vixen Varsity of VixenVarsity.com and Imani Latif of Peep Game Comics. Go ahead, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
All right, ladies first.
Okay, fine. Hey, everybody. It is me again, Miss Caramel Vixen. I am the owner, operator, editor, and everything else that ends in OR of VixenVarsity.com. We've been around for a year and 24 days. So, yay.
I am Imani Latif. I'm the creator of Peep Game Comics. It's a digital comics platform dedicated to African American comic book creators.
Awesome.
Okay, and I'm Freddie Williams, just an appreciator of comics, especially diverse comics. So
And a podcast guru.
in our podcast in the making. So Vixen hit me up this week. Her and Imani have a big announcement for later in the podcast tonight. But before we start with that, today was kind of a big week for comic book fans with the Morrison announcement, with the X-Men casting. And so let's get into that. I want to get everybody's thoughts on what they feel about Milestone, X-Men casting, or whatnot. So sending out the question now via Twitter. Reply back, and we'll try to respond to your questions in a timely fashion.
Yeah. Well, I'm totally excited that Milestone is back. I mean, Static Shock, Hardware, Rocket, Icon.
So
I mean, the list goes on and on. It's
Right.
a great thing.
I think anybody who follows me knows my my love for the Milestone titles, especially Blood Syndicate. I think I love the writing. I love the artwork, and one of the things I preach is that instead of borrowing heroes, and what I mean by that is giving somebody else the hammer or giving somebody else a Spider-Man costume, we need to create our own heroes, right? And we need to grow with those heroes. So while I'm not casting aspersions of what Marvel is doing, I think that's great. But at the same time, what Milestone did was creating heroes from inception and then grow those heroes. I think that kind of put the world on notice, and I'm so happy they're back.
Absolutely. Having a new character is, I don't knock the fact that we've got the new Power Girl and she's black now. I mean, that's all well and good, but the fact that we have, like you mentioned, we have our own somebody, a character who's created out of thin air, practically, versus okay.
Yeah, and to me that was the biggest appeal about Spider-Man. I mean, because you've been with Peter Parker over the years, and I was probably a fan of Peter Parker. I think like most nerds coming up before he was big time, and so you always had a special relationship with him. And so now, where basically Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor, they're a brand.
Mm-hmm.
And so while I'm glad that Marvel is letting women and minorities use that brand, I still got mad love for what Milestone did, and again, I'm happy that they're back.
It's interesting. I've been talking about that announcement all week long, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I have mixed feelings about this. As a fanboy, I'm totally excited. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see what they put together. They're always able to bring together great talent and really put out just a superb product, regardless of race. You know what I mean? They've always had a reputation to put out quality work. So I'm anxious to see what they do. And there's already been talks about television and all these different type of platforms for the characters. So I'm really anxious to see what they do. As purely from a commercial standpoint, as a comic book distributor, you know what I mean? And I've dedicated myself for this past year to a lot of independent titles. I'm concerned that Milestone will probably soak up a lot of media attention towards the end of the year, coming when it comes to diversity in comics. Um, and it's sort of like it was interesting. I was just listening to an interview that Jay-Z did, and he was talking about just before 50 Cent came out, he was telling everybody in his crew to get ready, get as much product out, and get everything that you've been sitting on, get that stuff out into the market, because when 50 Cent hits, and when he did, it basically they all had to sit on the sidelines for a minute. And so I've been telling some people, and I haven't wanted to say this because I didn't want to come across like I was some type of hater, and I'm not. But the truth of the matter is, just purely from a commercial standpoint, I think everybody should get ready. Prepare yourself and know where you stand in the market.
So I guess what you're saying is that Milestone might take all the oxygen out the room for the smaller independent creators that don't have that name recognition.
Man, if you paid attention to them when their first conception, right? They had hundreds of dollars. They used hundreds of dollars in marketing, hundreds of thousands of dollars in marketing. They had a very intense and on-time schedule, the weekly schedule of books. Even the past week with the announcement, they've been in the news. There have been at least 3 or 4 articles out there on Milestone, just on CBR alone, So it's like the people that are involved in this reincarnation know exactly how to use the media, and we're not going to just see diversity, in the comic book. It's not just the comic books themselves that are good. They're very good at handling comic book business.
Right. Well, I mean, you look at the heavy hitters. You got, Reginald Hudlin, who's, his name carries weight in itself, and so I understand what you're saying, but I'm always of the mind that hopefully a rising tide lifts all boats. I don't know if that's kind of pie in the sky, but I'm excited for Milestone. But no matter what Milestone does, we're still going to do Black Comics Chat and try to provide a platform for independent artists, whether it's Imani, whether it's Duran Butler, whether it's Legend of the Matamaji, whether it's Snow Days, whatever.
Right.
So we're still going to do what we do.
All right, in that is sort of I'm starting to see how important like Black Comics Chat, how Peep Game, how Vixen Varsity, where we're going to become even that much more important because it just so happens we're not necessarily creators per se, but we're basically the ones sort of like carrying the torch. Like we're going to be the ones that are are going to be the most. We're the cheering section for all these creators right now.
Right. So there was I'm gonna transition to our next question. There was other big announcement this week, right? With Bryan Singer and X-Men casting, and he was getting some shade thrown his way. And I'm gonna say namely because of Storm, right? Storm is such an icon.
Yeah, I don't. Hello?
Yeah. Is everybody here? Okay.
I'm still here.
Well, Storm is an icon. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, as far as Storm is concerned, it's sort of like I don't know. I think it's sad. Like they might not ever get it right. I think the girl that they chose, I think she's just sort of like a victim of bad press. She just came from that Aaliyah movie. You know what I mean? I think a lot more people would have been willing to give her a chance had they not seen her in that movie.
That was a train wreck of all train wrecks.
What, the movie or the casting?
I mean, both. I mean, to be honest, okay. Now, when the news dropped that they, I, people who follow me have dubbed her Shipwreck. So I'm gonna continue on that vein. When it was announced that Shipwreck was going to be Storm, my mentions just was, I don't know what happened. It just exploded. People were in an uproar. I get the fact that everybody is upset that she is not the same hue as Storm is in the comics. I get that. But I was trying to explain to folks that she's a younger Halle Berry. So
Right.
they're not going to pull Lupita, which, okay, you guys out there, Lupita, this, Lupita, that, I get it. She's an amazing actress. She can rock the hell out of a mohawk. But do we really want her in a Bryan Singer movie? Like, think about that. If you want to put her in a Marvel movie, make sure it's a Marvel movie, not just a Marvel comic movie. That's my opinion on that. So, Lupita, Denai, all of them, they're great. They don't belong in that movie. So, let her have it. She's, ship is just, change the P and put it to a T. She's whack. She's lame. She played Aaliyah, and I don't know. Like, they started a petition for this to get rid of.
Think about it. It's not her fault. She was just doing her job, It's sort of like, and this is sort of more the same, right? So,
she wasn't.
She couldn't.
Listen, she did her job, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. She needs to go back and get some acting lessons. I don't know.
Dang.
But I know she was trash, okay? She was trash, plain and simple.
That's so sad.
It wasn't just the writing. Hey, listen. She'll be alright.
You just crushing children's dreams over here, man. That's what we do at Black Chat.
That's what we do in Black Comics Chat. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you trash, baby
dreams.
girl.
Hey guys, sorry I'm back. I dropped.
Welcome back.
No, that's all right. We were just trashing that poor girl.
That poor girl. Now,
Victor was just trashing that poor girl.
Oh, sure. Throw me. Okay, no, I was trashing her. It's all right. I'm gonna own it. There could have been other women who could have played Storm. What's her name? Natalie Emmanuel, something like that, from Game of Thrones. She would have been perfect. There could have been other women who could have pulled off the role.
Who from Game of Thrones?
She's from Game of Thrones. She is Khaleesi's slave. Well, no, she's not a slave, but Khaleesi's slave.
What about the girl that was on the Bernie Mac show?
No.
Why not?
Nobody. I don't even know which one you're talking about, but no.
The dark-skinned older sister. She couldn't play Storm?
No, but see, okay,
you missed it. Hey, Thelonious, let me check. No. No.
You're killing me, man.
It's like, let me check. No, but see, you missed it because you had dropped out. The thing is that Storm, she's Halle Berry. She's a younger Halle Berry. You can't pull a dark-skinned chick out to play a younger Halle Berry. It's not gonna happen. Now, if it was,
hold up. Is this a re-image? Is this this is re-imaging, right?
This is just them as younger mutants.
Because I know a lot of people that wish that Halle Berry would never got casted for that role in the first place.
Oh, please, Halle is just. Now, listen, I know I trashed old girl, okay? Halle is trash the same way. So technically, Singer got it right. They're both trash.
So he was consistent.
He was consistent with the trash. He's a garbage. He's just bringing the garbage in for us to watch.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to try to put too much negative out there. Light-skinned actresses got to eat too. You know.
That's
You
So
know that. See, that documentary was just out this week, man. Here we are.
horrible timing.
I'm not gonna put too much. I did want a dark skinned sister to have that role. I mean for multiple reasons, right?
Right.
But I'm not gonna put too much negative out there in the Twitter spirit because these Twitter streets ain't no joke, right? So, what are they saying on Twitter about the casting?
Nobody is happy. Nobody is happy. Like, if they would have had someone else to play her, it probably would have went over. Like Imani said, Aaliyah movie just dropped like last month, and it was
I think if she if that I think if that hadn't happened, I think everybody will be okay.
she
But
did Drumline too, and that
coming
was
from the new Drumline,
yeah, she was in that.
man, this girl can't win.
See,
Y'all killing hopes and dreams, crushing them on the rocks.
So there's another topic I want to get into. Falcon, aka Anthony Mackie, said some things that had cats all up in his mentions.
I never found out what exactly he said. What exactly did he say?
Well, so I guess my question is 2-point. When a celebrity or somebody says something negative, does that change your opinion of the quality of work they do? I mean, because can you separate the art from the artist? Because I mean, it seems to be the season for it, whether it's Bill Cosby or whatever. Can you separate the art from the artist? So whether it's Anthony Mackie, whether it's Bill Cosby, whether it's Rick James,
the thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, do you deal with firewalls between the art and the person that portrays that person, or do you say Anthony Mackie is ignorant? I don't know if I'm a fan of Falcon anymore.
But you know what? It's sort of like the way I see it. It's like before even he was the Falcon. This dude, I think, at the very least, believes himself to be. But I think he fairly is like a pretty serious actor, and I think he comes across as a type of actor. When you look at the roles he's played, he comes across as the type of actor that puts his art first before his ethnicity. So he's been known to take on some very controversial roles.
Well, no, I'm not questioning that.
But in light of that, I'm not surprised he's taking a stance that I think plays well in Hollywood, but not necessarily play well in Black Twitter or wherever else. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. I don't put celebrities up on a pedestal. So what Anthony Mackie says in private life, as long as it's not too egregious, I'm not going to let how that impacts my perception of him on screen. But I will offer this. I am so appreciative of celebrities who are informed and passionate, like Mr. Williams from Grey's Anatomy and John Legend, who use their celebrity as a platform for causes they believe in, and not only they believe in, they are informed and can articulate an intelligent position about that. So while I'm not going to cast shade on what Anthony Mackie said, I'm not going to let that interfere with his portrayal of the Falcon. But at the same time, I do appreciate celebrities, be it John Legend, be it Harry Belafonte, that see themselves as human first and use their status to further a cause they believe in.
I mean, if you're in the spotlight, I mean, you gotta like watch what you say to an extent. I get speaking your mind or whatever, but there's sort of kind of like a way to handle it. And the comments that he made were just like, are you serious right now? Like, I wanted you to be the one, like, but for you to, okay, I just saw the Make Daddy a Sandwich video today, and I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, people have their, okay, how can I put this? You have your gender-specific rules, or so people say. And if that's how you feel, fine. But I guess the way that he put it out there was just like, yeah, this is how it is. Make Daddy a sandwich. If I want some lemonade while I'm outside taking care of the lawn, you're going to bring me some lemonade. Like, really? Like, you just went too far with it.
Well, so that's another topic. So do you separate the art from the artist, and what do you feel about gender-specific roles? So I'm a father of all daughters, and I put no limitations on what my daughters could do. There is no gender-specific roles in my house. So if you want to do whatever, I can't afford to believe in tradition because I don't want to limit their dreams. So when I hear an educated man say that it's a woman's job to make me a sandwich, I want to laugh for one. But then at the same time, I feel bad because it's so far from what I believe in and what I preach in my household that I think there's a huge disconnect. He has his right to say that, and I have my right to disagree.
Did he really say that?
Oh,
Did he
no.
really say
He said that.
He said, give me a glass of lemonade?
It was more Make Daddy a sandwich. Make Daddy a sandwich. Daddy.
You see, but hey, you see out there, I think it was, who threw in the lemonade there?
Because he mentioned that as far as if he's outside and he's taking care of the lawn.
Oh, okay.
And he tells his girl, now, no shade to him. He mentioned he's been with the same woman since they were in the 2nd grade. His girlfriend. I
should have watched the whole interview.
Yeah. Okay. You don't want to get married, that's all right, cool. But I just have. It was demeaning to someone like me. Like, that's not my role to get you a sandwich, dude. Like, I'm not getting you any lemonade because you walk your ass in the house with your own lemonade. Like, don't. And daddy, I have an issue with daddy. I'm not calling you daddy. Like, no, you're not my daddy. You're my man, but you're not my daddy. So that whole interview, like, that segment was just, it just got underneath my skin. Big time. I'm a woman. You're not, I don't know. It couldn't be me.
Man.
I'm going to find a video and I'm going to post it. But, yeah. For those out there who have not.
Well, I think, at least as from a comic book standpoint, I guess, I think stuff like this tends to happen when I'm not sure if the dude was all that much of a comic book enthusiast, so maybe he doesn't know the significance of the role and how people perceive him now. You know what I mean?
I guess my question is, should we perceive him differently as the Falcon now that he said some things that might be out of step? And
I think even before he said all this stuff, I wouldn't have saw him as the Falcon. I mean, the dude, he was just sort of like, when I saw that he was playing that role, it seems like it's one of those roles that serious actors take on for visibility. You know what I mean? It's sort of like, it's not like he's just sort of like, oh, I'm such a fan of Captain America, I gotta do the Black Falcon. It's like, I don't see it that way. I think he's definitely he's not necessarily Hollywood's boy, but I'm saying he's definitely one that prides himself on being an actor first. You know what I'm saying? So if he took that role on, I think he took that role on just for the sake of being in a popular movie. You know what I mean? I don't.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. I do separate the art from the artist unless it's something extremely egregious. I think a lot of people tend to put celebrities up on pedestals, and then when they do, it's a long fall to the bottom. So I don't put them up on pedestals for the most part. If somebody I think is an exemplary work, I'll speak on it. But I separate the art from the artist, and unless you're a serial killer, right? But if you say something stupid,
That's kind of far.
if you say something stupid, I'll be like, well, he don't know no better. He's a celebrity, so I'm gonna let that ride. You know what I mean?
Jeff Thorne just tweeted, he's like, if you say it in the press, it's fair game for you to be judged on it. That's not private. Everybody will decide for themselves.
Okay.
So which one? Here's a good, interesting question. Which one is more significant? His issues regarding women or his issues regarding race?
Sure, put me on the spot. They're both crappy, but I think the one about the race, just because of what we're dealing with now, with all these unnecessary deaths at the hands of police officers, that irks me more than the making him a sandwich comment.
Well, it strikes me as out of touch, right?
Right.
It strikes me as out of touch, and so I mean I don't know, man. I don't want to harp on Mr. Mackey. I just want to use him as an example of can we separate the art from the artist? So and at some level I think we can, and I think we should, because it's not fair to deify people, and then you jump on their back when they say something that doesn't agree with what you think or feel.
The thing, it's also last point. Like it's interesting that I think a lot of times we tend to assume that how these celebrities are on film is how they are in real life. You know what I mean? And sort of like, I think statements like this, you start to see like this is really who he is, as opposed to he's just giving you, a line, spiel for, to promote a movie. You know what I mean? So like this is his genuine. If nothing else, he's genuine right now.
Right. And so we got one more question before we get to the special announcement. So there's some rumors out there that Tyrese is in the running for the Green Lantern role, and also Michael J. White has thrown his hat in the ring. Do you guys have any specific thoughts on the Tyrese or Michael J. White casting for Green Lantern?
Yeah, they're both delusional. They need to have a seat. The role is common. And next question.
Hold on. Other people got opinions.
Oh my God, sorry. Go make me a sandwich, Imani, and then you can answer the question, okay?
I'll make you a sandwich, all right. No, but you know what?
Y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me.
You know what's crazy about that? It's getting to the point that all these movies are kind of, I feel like I'm being pandered to now. You know what I mean? Every other day there's an announcement about another black actor that's being selected for a role in a predominantly white film. You know what I'm saying? Which is sort of like, it's getting the black geek community all geared up for a film that might fall flat on its face for all we know, but at least they have put, it's what, at least Anthony Mackie was a part of the last Captain America. At least, Michael J. White might be the next Green Lantern, or whoever, or who's casting the next Luke Cage show. It's sort of like, I feel like I'm being, so as much as I've asked for this, it's sort of like now it feels like I'm just being, it's being overdone just a bit. And I might be wrong, and I might be just, maybe I just need to.
Well, I want somebody to pander to me. I wish the people who did Exodus would have pandered to me.
Oh.
So I could use a bit of pander. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
you.
so but for the most part, who would be better in that role, Michael J. White or Tyrese, if you had to choose, and why or why not?
Yeah, Vixen.
Dude, what? What? Oh my God.
We throw the hard questions at you. Come on,
Oh,
man.
Right.
oh my
You know how
God. All
to.
right.
We know Michael J. White follows you, so I'm gonna retweet
I
whatever you say.
know. See, you can't be doing that though. He follows me. Hi, Michael. How are you? Okay, look. I would have to shoot. Listen, this is stressful. Okay, look. I can't get it out.
Come
Okay,
on,
Tyrese. Look, Tyrese has. He's cute and all, but that's all he's got going for him personally. This is my opinion. I mean, the man left he tweeted years ago. He thanked Pandora. He said, "I don't know who Pandora is, but I want to thank you so much for playing my music all the time." Kind of
Yeah,
slow to the draw, you know. So I think Green Lantern got to be a little bit quick on his feet. And since Michael did Spawn and he's done The Bronze Tiger, I'm gonna have to go to him. But Tyrese has the bald head already, and I think Michael's head might not look up as bald. So it's a draw.
I mean, so
That would
Twitter
be kinda-
followers. Tweet who do you think should play a Green Lantern between Tyrese and Michael J. White. You don't get a third option. Those
Is
are only two
Common-
black actors left.
Is Common still playing Martian Manhunter?
What's
I
that?
don't know. I never
It's
heard
Common.
of that before.
I heard the rumor was that Common was playing the Martian Manhunter, which would mean there's two black people in the same film, which would be over the one
I think
Negro limit. So
Yeah, they hitting the ceiling with the quota.
right. Hey, see,
So somebody gonna get called to HR on that one.
yeah.
Somebody gonna get called to HR on that one. So I mean, I honestly don't have an opinion. I'm a fan of both of theirs. I'm a big MMA guy, so I'm a huge fan of Michael J. White. And Tyrese is good for what he does. I don't like that he tries to tweet out advice. I mean, you know.
Is that what you call it? Advice?
I mean, that's so I don't, you know,
That
I,
dude-
you know, I, yeah,
that
I'm
dude
not
is
gonna
deep.
get. I'm not trying to put too much negativity out there, but yeah, I don't. He's not somebody I follow, and he's probably not somebody I would, you know, I listen to from a relationship, business perspective, or whatever. You know, you know, if he gets it, I'm gonna be a fan. He's good in the Furious, you know, 13, 12, 15, whatever number they on. But if either one of them gets it, right? So
I mean, but the thing that trips me out is sort of like, why are we limited to ourselves to just two choices? It's sort of like, is that's as far as we can go? Like Tyrese and Michael J. White?
I
know how
know.
many-
Just
you know
don't
how
do the
many
movie.
You know how
Well,
many
so-
roles like Michael J. White has been suggested for in the last, like, you know, every time we talk about Black Panther, we suggest Michael J. White. And so like, I'm like,
I thought Michael J. White would have made a good Luke Cage, but I'm not.
See?
I'm not mad with the guy they chose.
Correct.
they should make, you know, it would be hilarious if they made Terry Crews the Green Lantern.
Oh,
That would be
God,
hilarious.
why?
You know, my dream is, you know, this
then-
is my dream, and I've been preaching this
and
for a
just-
minute. I would like them to redo The Last Dragon and have Terry Crews be shown enough. I
Now that I can see.
I would
that guy's hilarious.
cast Terry Crews, and like, I wouldn't even give him a script. I'd just say, okay, just act a fool.
Right.
And that's what he is. No offense to him, but he just plays the jester. Like, I don't see him as Green Lantern or Luke Cage or anything. Like, he's just he's a fool.
Hey guys, so we coming up on an hour, and you guys have a special announcement.
Yes. Drum
yeah,
roll.
So let's do this. Drum roll, please. I don't have any
Drum
sound.
roll. Drum roll.
And
Okay, so
we're black. Thank you. Good night. No, I'm sorry.
we have this awesome announcement. Black History Month is next month, the month of February, which has 28 days. And I decided to hook up with Imani from P. Excuse me, sorry, I was supposed to mute that. Y'all did not hear me sneeze. But from Peep Game Comics, and we are going to give you 28 days of blackness. Right? That's what it was, Amani? 28 days of blackness is 28 days of black comics.
Comics. 28 days
That's
of black
it.
comics.
28 days of Black Comics Month. That is what February is going to be, in addition to Black History Month. You go to vixenvarsity.com and peepgamecomics.com, and there are going to be 28 posts dedicated to spotlighting African American creators, writers, and artists. 28 days. That's a lot for y'all to handle. So let it just simmer in your mind for a second. And then I've got another announcement. We're going to have a huge giveaway.
That's right.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like the biggest font ever type huge.
I'm just a hype man. Yeah.
You did take that. Take that. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So we've got 28 days of comics, and we're going to have some lucky person out there who's listening in Twitterland is going to win a huge giveaway that is going to contain signed comics from Black creators and writers.
One of the creators is Legend of Mamaji.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
Just a few names, because I'm not going to give y'all everything. You can't handle it right now. We're not even in February just yet. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few names. All right, we're going to have an interview from Jamal who?
Jamal Igle.
Jamal
Igle.
We got an interview from him. We're going to get some books and posters and prints from Miss Richardson. You know, do y'all know who she is? Genius, the woman behind. Listen.
Afua Richardson.
Afua.
That's right.
That is my girl. I love her.
Somebody, one of y'all was gonna win. I don't know who.
Dr. Fu.
Listen. We got some great stuff coming. David Walker, the guy who's doing Chef. Watch him out. Him. We've got some fine comics coming from this man. The interviews. Let me tell you, it's going to be big. You have to follow Vixen Varsity. You have to follow Miss Caramel Vixen. You have to follow Imani Lati and Peep Game Comics. Listen, it's going down. It's going to be huge. 28 days of Black Comics. Black Comics Month is the hashtag. You gotta use the hashtag. Spread the word.
Now, just
say hashtag so I can retweet it, because I've been making up hashtags as you guys are talking.
And that's so you know, just if y'all think that we can't pull off 28 black comic books from independent publishers, Peep Game alone carries 56. So we carry 56. 4 new titles are going to be released on Peep Game Comics the first week of February. And so this is going to be bananas. We might have to double up on a few days, but I'm saying
we might. We just might.
This is a ton of content. This is the type of, vehicle and momentum that is so needed right now for all these, amazing creators. We're going to be introducing like brand new titles. We're going to be hipping y'all to some like oldies but goodies, be digging in the crates, so to speak, because to be honest, there's so much talent out here. I think a lot of creators will be surprised as to, how many people, blurs especially who haven't seen some of this work. So I'm really excited to present these titles to everybody. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, definitely. And I have to shout out to Jeremy Whitley from Princeless. He came through with the biggest clutch ever. He put out the word, sent out one little email, and my emails have been popping with some people that I'm like, what? Oh my God, I know who you are. So listen, it's going to be big. And he is also going to be signing Princeless copies, and somebody's going to win that too. It's going down. I don't know what to tell y'all. You better get to following, tweeting out. Black Comics Month is going down the month of February.
It's going down.
It's going down.
And if you guys aren't up on a full Richardson, you need to cop that Genius comic.
Yes.
And it's another cat you need to follow, Stephen Wright Harris. He's on top of his game. He did the work for Watson and Holmes, who was written by Brandon Easton. It's just a lot of great quality titles out there, and what Vixen and what Imani doing is huge. It's huge. So I'm excited because I'm gonna cop me some free joints, and you will see me tweeting about them. But this is the type of a platform that creators that you never hear about need to get their name out there.
Yes.
Right. No Days, whether it's Legend of Matamaji, whether it's Concrete Park, another quality comic. And Imani got 52 titles on his website, and I can't read all of them. So somebody needs to read some of them joints and tell me which ones they like best.
I will tell you this. I also will tell you this though too. Like February is really huge because, like I said, I'm releasing 4 new titles. These are all coming out of Rosarium Publishing. That's Bill Campbell's baby. Basically, from his sister, Michaeline Hess, I believe it is. Alice in Ovenland #2 is coming out. Day Black from Keith Cross #4 is going to be coming out that week. We got this going on all month. There's a Black Comic Con in Atlanta. Onyx Con is going down on the 14th of February, and I'm trying to get down there and make that event part of this, Black Comics Month as well. This month is jam packed, and I might be mistaken, but I think there's a Black Comic Book Day that falls in February, but I could be wrong. I know someone that did something like this in the past, like a Black Comic Books Day. So it's like there's a ton of stuff out here, and we're gonna be, basically trying to cover each and every one of those things.
Yes, and Imani didn't even mention it. So for all of y'all out there, Peep Game Comics, he's donating gift cards throughout the month. That's not even including a huge basket full of goodies for you guys. He's donating gift cards. So I'm telling you, Black Comics Month is going to be major.
And what I'm gonna try to do, don't hold me to this. I like to hold this a different artist every Saturday if I got the bandwidth. At Comics Chat, just talk about their art, talk about their journey. So artists, hit me up. Let me see if we can get you on the schedule. I can't commit because my daughters play ball and I got to be screaming at the coach. So,
and to that, I appreciate you letting us ransack the Black Comics Chat one more time.
Definitely, we did. I had to,
It was all Vixen's idea.
Sure, me under the bus.
So this what this is for, and Vixen talked about this earlier. This is a shared space, right? This is a community of people who have an appreciation for comics and who have a special appreciation for diverse comics that might need some titles that they can interact with in real time. Some of their favorite artists. So don't nobody on Black Comics Chat. It's here for all of us. So just hit me up if you want to use it for something or whatever, and I'll do whatever I can to coordinate it.
Speaking of which, shout out to Robert Jeffrey.
Definitely. Definitely.
Right.
We also have snow days. We're getting some signed copies of snow days too. Had to throw that out there real quick for y'all
Right.
so your brains can continue to explode. If there's anybody who's listening, any artist, writer, creator that is listening right now, and you want to be involved with Black Comics Month, send me an email.
So
Okay.
it's Black Comics Month, right?
Month. That's right. The whole 28 days.
All right, Black Comics. All right, I'm down with that. So I'll probably write up a post, or if you write a post, I'll cross post on my blog. So let me know. I really want to introduce some new authors to some fans that say we need more diversity in comics. So any artists out there, tweet me up. See if we can get a couple of you on the show starting in February, so you can talk about your craft, about your journey, and hopefully find some new fans. Cause this is what Black Comic Chat is for.
Right. And that's what also, Vixen Varsity is for. It's not just to showcase, other. I'm an African American woman. I want blackness all up on my site. And I am more than willing to promote you in any way possible. We have to look out for each other. Nobody else will. Just saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm posting the little flyer we got going on.
Right.
Black Comics Month.
Did you just post it, Imani? I don't see it.
Just right now.
Okay, so I'm on a dial-up modem. My connection is slow.
No, it should be coming up.
It's going to be big, and I'm really excited that Imani said yes. I hit Imani up. What? Yesterday? Was it yesterday? I hit you
up? 2-3 days ago.
And I was like, look, this is what I want to do. You win? He's like, yep.
He's a businessman. How you gonna say no to that?
And that's it. That was it. It was stewing in my brain. I'm like, I want to do something. I don't know what. I'm like, you know what? It's February. Black Comics. Let's rock out. And he was on board, and I couldn't be any happier. His site is the Black Comicsology. Hope you don't,
Isn't this site awesome?
It is.
Isn't it
I
though?
never knew that these titles were. I didn't know, and I'm a little upset at myself because I didn't know that these titles were out there. So, because I didn't know, I know others don't know as well. So it's my duty to.
I think what Vixen been doing is awesome too, and I think it's important that we sort of build this network of not just creators, but build this network of Black media outlets that can keep pushing this message, because it's sort of like because I talk to a lot of other bloggers right now that are putting trying to help promote independent creators, and the frustrating thing is that a lot of these, even especially in the comic book industry, a lot of these like websites and publications that do reviews and and spread like comic book news, they're just not opening their doors to us right now, to a lot of independent Black creators. So it's important that we talk to Vixen, we talk to Black Girl Nerd. We start really reaching out to all these podcasts and these comic book blogs and pop culture blogs, and really just using that vehicle to spread the message.
Exactly. I mean,
Right.
shout out to everybody, the other sites that are out there doing it, but My reasoning for doing Vixen Varsity is, why can't I do it? Why is there anyone that looks like me with a big old afro and that's black? Why don't I have a say? Why can't I
Yep.
report the same thing like these other websites are? It's just
Yep.
was
Get you some WordPress and get out there. All right.
exactly. It's hard. It's not something that you can just put up overnight and expect a miracle to happen. It's a lot of hard work. Um, but I'm grateful to everyone who has ever visited vixenvarsity.com. I tweeted yesterday, I believe it was, we have a 800% increase from when I first started in January. From this January to last January to this January, whatever way it goes. An 800% increase in traffic. That's amazing. And I'm grateful to everyone who has visited. So
Yeah, I think what you find is people actually do want diverse titles, and because after you read a great comic, the next thing you want to do is talk about somebody, with that great comic. Unfortunately, we don't get the opportunity to do that because not a lot of people read the same comics that we read, and the comics that we want to read, we think they're hard to find. But hopefully, what you're doing, what Imani doing, what we're trying to do here, is create a platform where people could find diverse titles, and also, if you're a diverse artist, you could go and find some new consumers.
mhm,
Right.
absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So
Are y'all
Vixen's gonna kill
excited?
me.
What?
I'm
They better.
excited.
Vixen's gonna kill me. I posted the wrong image, but I'm posting the right one now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have already heard how turned up she can be, so I don't want to be on the
Oh,
wrong
you
side of
mean
that.
the 30? Okay, y'all. He put up the 30 days of reviews. I had to get him on that, and he made a boo boo. But it's all right. People make mistakes. Even players mess up. It's
So
cool.
what's the hashtag again? Because I tweeted out the wrong ad.
It's Black Comics
No,
Month.
yeah, I got the right one up right now.
All right. There we go.
How's
I
that?
got you.
How,
I got
how's
you.
that for a sandwich? I like that sandwich. Yeah. All right.
I'm through messing with
Really
y'all,
good. It
man.
needs some extra mayo. All right.
I'm through messing with y'all, for real. You
So, how
about
do
me?
you guys feel out there that are listening? And are you excited about Black Comics Month? I don't see any excitement on my timeline.
I'm excited.
Is there anything y'all want to see? We might have it already covered, but if anybody has any requests,
No, Imani, I told you this. I'm a big fan of Bosco. I just love the writing. Um, is there any way we could get them on and just talk about their journey or whatever?
yeah, the Brothers of Combustible, Spontaneous Combustion, yeah, definitely. I could holler at them. I know they got some things coming up. The comic book actually is called Black Watch, by the way.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's Bosco Comics at yeah, and it's
And then,
hilarious. It's hilarious.
yep, like
I mean,
them,
so it kind of reminds me of the movie Dear White People. It's
right?
smart, funny, it's satirical, and I'm like, this is the type of highbrow intelligent comic that I've been wanting. And I didn't know about it until you actually hit me to the game. You actually hit me to Bosco and Blackguard.
hmm
So I definitely
Yes,
like to
sir.
keep those cats on.
Yeah, I think we can make that happen. We got 28 days.
28
And
Days of Blackness.
I gotta get Eric Dean Seaton back on because, if I could get Eric Dean Seaton and Deron Butler together to talk about Legend of Montemaji, because I don't know if there's another independent artist that has leveraged social media as much or as well, and I think a lot of people would have a lot to learn from if he could just get on his big game. Because Eric Dean Seaton has been doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Are we
You
gonna,
got
are we
you
gonna,
get the
are we putting out,
viral. What's up?
are we putting out a wish list of guests?
Yeah, well, so what I would like to do is interview, have a different panel every Saturday during Black Comics Month. That's my goal. Whether I can commit to that or not, I don't know because
Mm.
I have domestic responsibilities, right? But that's what I would like to do. I'm gonna have to check with my project manager.
Hey, you know, whatever you gotta
She's not
do,
home
bro.
right now. I'm gonna have to check with her and see if we can schedule that. But so if I could get like a full one night, Black Watch, Black Art the next, if I could get Stephen Harris or John Jennings, I mean, there's a lot of cats out there that are doing great work, and so I would like to do this with what you and Vixen are doing to again, raise a platform and give people a chance to talk and interact with some of the artists that are really doing great work. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk and tweet too. That's about as hard as walking and chewing bubble gum.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got a few people who've been saying like Ebony Elizabeth, she wants to talk about black comics on TV, The Flash, Agents of Shield, etc., and number two, Comic Cons. So I'm telling y'all, everybody keep your eyes open for the San Diego Comic Con. I think that's when Milestone's gonna be making their big announcement, and I can't think of when that is though. But
Right, and Detroit has one coming up in September.
right,
So
there's two around that time. There's the MechaCon and the Motor City Black Age of Comics.
right.
Onyx Con is coming up this month in February, and also they do one in August, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Well, I know I'll be at the one in Philly, God willing.
Philly, that's
Um,
May Ekbach.
Yeah, that one I will definitely be at. I'm not missing another one. So you can count me in on that.
And I will have to admit, that's sort of like, I'm really just putting myself out here because I think I can say some things that a lot of creators out here just aren't going to say about Milestone. I want to see Milestone put their money in some of these Black Comic Cons. I think that would be an amazing thing. I can see San Diego. They're going to be in San Diego. They're going to be in New York. We already know. But if they were to put their money in a Comic Con in Detroit or in Atlanta, I think that would speak volumes. But I know they want to basically reach the masses with this launch, and I get that. But I would so love it if they were to basically reach back and help some brothers and sisters out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone just mentioned they wanted to speak to me about the Black Comics Month. My email, everyone, is VixenVarsity, VixenVarsity @gmail.com. That's where you can reach me. Since people are hitting me up asking about Black Comics Month.
Hey, and that's a wrap for me.
Thank you again for allowing us to.
Hey, this is fun. This is always fun. I gotta pull the plug short tonight because I'm doing daddy duty.
Oh yes, sir.
You better make those little babies some sandwiches.
I'm doing daddy. So I can't tweet and blog all night like I usually do on Saturday. My wife is gone, so it's Mr. Mom tonight.
Baby sandwiches. Right.
That's right. Make sure you cut the corners.
Right. So thanks everybody for joining.
Yes.
Again, any artists that wanna be featured in February, hit me up, tweet me up. Let's see if we can schedule something. Again, I gotta check with my project manager, see what my Saturday nights is gonna look like. So I can't totally commit to it right now, but I definitely could probably hit 2 or 3 Saturdays out of the month, for real. So just hit me up, let me know. Again, thanks everybody for coming. Much love to Vixen Varsity and Imani, who doing their thing as far as bringing diverse comics to the masses. And I hope y'all appreciate the work and show these artists and these contributors, these creators, some love.
Absolutely. Don't just
Yeah.
spread the word. Pick it up. Spend that paper.
No doubt. I mean, money talks. I mean, we could tweet all day about need for diversity and oh my God, we need diversity, but buy a diverse comic, damn it.
Word. Seriously, you can't participate in the chat and all hyped up about it and you don't spend the money.
Yeah, I don't want nobody retweeting anything. If be like, yeah, for real, retweet this. I was like, yeah, I mean, save the retweets and spend like $1.50 or 99 cents. I can do without the retweets. Buy a
That's
comic.
right. Gotcha.
All right. Hey, I'm out, peeps. Good night and much love. I'll see you guys out the schedule with our first panelists for Black Comics Month in February.
Black
And
Comics Month.
I'll be catching you on these Twitter streets. Peace.
Yes, peace.
Yeah, peace.